Hi friends, it's Allie. I've been a little sicky Vicky over the past 10 days, and I'm here to tell you all about my experience, my personal experience with COVID. So this is going to be a little bit about my personal experience with COVID, things that I did that helped, what I did during the waiting, not to be confused with actual medical advice from a healthcare professional. And if you could do the new girl a favor and drop a like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. There's going to be a few projects here on the works that I'm going to be sharing on YouTube. So I think it's important to give just a little bit of background. I am 35 years old. I'm generally pretty healthy. And so usually by the time I admit that I'm sick, it lasts for like maybe 24 hours and then I'm done, and I exercise like maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and I do not eat healthy. I love food, so but yeah, I try to take good care of myself for the most part. Like, I had a flu maybe a couple of years ago, but other than that, I don't think I've gotten sick for like the past 2 years. So let me just rant a little bit and say,
how in the world did I get COVID? Like, I am very cautious about washing my hands. I've been wearing my mask like this whole time. I'm really big on like following all the rules.
Yeah, I even got my vaccine. So I was a little miffed that I wound up getting COVID, to say the least. I got the first dose of my Pfizer vaccine about December 23rd. I got the second dose about mid-January of 2021, and it is now May of 2021. So even though I got the vaccine, I still wound up getting COVID, which I'm not too sad about, I guess. To me, it was worth a try. Symptoms, everything was fine. The second vaccine was a little bit rough for me. So, I had like some body aches, and I didn't get a fever, but I had some really intense body aches for a couple of days. And when I talked to the doctor about it, they said that I probably wound up getting a variant of COVID. So one that the vaccine obviously didn't cover me for. So basically, my husband, he did not get his vaccine. He tested positive on a Thursday morning. Positive. I put him in his own room. Like, he moved to the guest room. I did not have any contact with him. Neither did my kids. The only time I was totally one of those crazy women, like outside wearing a mask 6 feet away from him the whole time. And I got it a couple of days later, I test. So he went the whole weekend kind of being alone, and yeah, I still got it. So there you go. I started getting sick on like a Monday night, probably around like 6 or 7-ish. And then the next day, I knew that I couldn't go into work with like symptoms like a sore throat and headache, and I still had them. So I was just doing the responsible thing, because like I said, I had my vaccine, so I didn't think much of it. My daughter had a cold. She had tested negative for COVID. So I figured I had caught my daughter's cold. So I was very shocked that it was positive, because I didn't feel that bad. I had a sexy, just a mild headache. So days 5 through 8 have been the worst. And it just kind of hit really hard. At that point was when I realized how awful this virus can be. Those days, I had so much shortness of breath that it was causing me to the emergency room just to get my heart checked to make sure that it wasn't anything serious, anything like that. And everything checked out fine. But it was a pretty rough. And then, like I said, now I'm feeling good. I'm on day 9. I I get to go back to work in a couple of days, and I'm excited. It's not bad now, but I can definitely see how this is a tough virus, and had I been older or not as healthy, I can definitely see how this would negatively affect people's bodies. Like, it takes a mental toll on you. You know, the first couple of days that you're sick, you're like, oh, it's gonna be okay, it's not that bad. And then after a few days, my sister-in-law had it at the same time as I did, and she texted me that she had lost her taste, and I freaked out. Like, that night, I was like, we need to order tacos right now, like, just in case, because I don't know what tomorrow holds. And that really scared me. Like, 10 days is a long time. So there were a couple of things that I found to fill the time. So the first couple of days, I kind of treated it like a vacation because all I had was a sore throat. So I worked on my tan, I sat out on our deck and kind of enjoyed some outdoor time. I really enjoyed the workouts from Juice and Toya, so I'll link their channel below, as well as MadFit. They both have workouts that are just kind of like a 15 or 20 minute workout, and they weren't so intense that I felt exhausted. But 2 years ago, that I felt the Lord tugging on my heart to write a book, to write about some of the things that I've experienced in my life and in my marriage. I've kind of gone through a lot of stuff that I haven't really been able to. So it was like perfect timing for me to start this journey of becoming a writer. So yeah, I'm definitely new to that. So I know that I'm a total amateur, but I'm excited to see where this journey is. Just going to kind of be a creative outlet for me going forward that I'll get to share with you guys. So here's a couple snippets of that. So this is little sickle me hopping into bed and just taking a few moments to really get ready. This is the first day that I was getting ready to record, so I took a few moments to read in my Bible and really take the time to pray and get ready for what God had for me for that day. I didn't really know what to expect the first day, trying to dive right in. I didn't feel like I had a whole lot of direction as far as where I was going to go. Oh, and there's the cat cameo. But, you know, I just figured I would go ahead and get started and just dive right in and pray and hope for the best. But this was like the beginning of day 5, so for whatever reason, I decided I was bringing the vacation vibes with my outfit. I was really trying to not feel sick, but obviously I still was. But again, just jumping in there and going for it. And then on this day, the juices really started getting flowing, and I got into a good rhythm. I got a lot accomplished on the second day. So I have 2 kids, 11 and 14, and I have a husband. We have 2 dogs and a cat. I made it till like maybe day 3 before I had a meltdown and just felt completely alone and missed everybody. Like, I remember just crying in my room and being like, won't somebody give me a hug or like say hi to me? It was awful. As soon as we tested positive, they were doing their schoolwork from home. So, you know, it was just a matter of, like I said, my kids are a little bit older, so I was able to text them and FaceTime them and check in with them that way. But it was hard because they were literally doing everything for us because both my husband and I had it. So thankfully my parents dropped off like a bunch of microwave meals and things that they could make for us. We did a lot of ramen noodles, and my kids took really good care of us. So I definitely owe them like a vacation or something fun in exchange for all of this. But the things that I did find helpful, number one was my neti pot. I know it's not comfortable pouring stuff in your nose, but this is my neti pot. It keeps your nasal passages and everything clear. I'm miserable if I can't breathe through my nose, so this really helps with that. So consider doing that. The other thing that I found that was helpful is steam, and I have a little handheld steamer here that I bought off of Amazon. I take this with me traveling so that I don't have to iron my clothes, and had like myself a mini spa day. And I would just turn this baby on and stand like a couple feet away from it and just let the steam go in my face and breathe it in deeply, and that really seemed to help as far as the symptoms went. And then the other thing that was important too was staying hydrated, drinking lots and lots of water. I drank orange juice. I upped my vitamins. I'm really big on doing everything that I can to not have to take medicine. When I did have to take medicine though, there were just a few things that really helped me. So number one, you can see I'm almost done with these, but these were like my ride or die. So I would have these things for breakfast. These little cough drops really, really helped me feel better and helped with the sore throat. Alka-Seltzer Plus seems to work so much better for me and my husband rather than these are the effervescent tablets. They helped with the chills. They helped with my husband's fever. Like he was hitting fevers of like 104. So this was the only thing that would like get it to break. So I recommend that. I made sure that I slept with NyQuil. I wouldn't take it every night because, you know, I'm afraid of taking medicine to begin with. But I would take NyQuil the nights that I was feeling really, really bad, and it would help me sleep. It would help me wake up in the morning, and yeah, so highly recommend those things. I did try running. I don't recommend that, but you live, you learn. So yeah, I would recommend walking and making sure that your mind is staying busy and getting lots and lots of rest. So friends, that's it. That's everything that I had to share about COVID. If I missed anything, please leave me a comment below and let me know what your questions are, or if you had different experiences with COVID, please definitely leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Special shout out to my son Erickson. He's helping me edit these videos because yeah, and I just appreciate all the love and support, and I hope that you guys will join me next time. I'm gonna keep you posted on how things are going with my writing. Like, it's gonna be just going on that new journey, so I hope that you'll join me with that. And with that, we'll see you later, friends. Bye-bye.